So I'm in Palm Desert, California today, about 3 miles from my house, on the way to the gym, and it's just more unbelievable amounts of homes being built, going up as fast as they can put them up. And I just wanted to film it for you so you can kind of see what's going on here. These homes are all going to be probably in the mid sixes to, depending on upgrades, probably in the mid sevens, maybe even $800,000. And they are putting them up as fast as they can. And so I just wanted to shoot a little video today as I'm on my way to the gym, just kind of show all of you what's going on and how much construction is taking place. Look at these homes. Look at this. And I wanted to film this video and show you these homes because I believe, just like many of you, big sales are coming. We talk about the sales in RVs and boats and Rolex watches and used car sales, and how we're already seeing prices coming down on used cars. I'm seeing the used car lots piling up, and you know, for months I showed you the RV lots in my area and other parts of Riverside County, the RV lots piling up. We're gonna see homes piling up. Home inventory is gonna be piling up. Right now, today, as I make this video, a 30-year fixed rate on a mortgage is 5.77%. We know the Fed's gonna raise the Fed funds rate in September. What does that mean for the 30-year? It means it's gonna probably go up. I think we're gonna see it go up above 6% again. Question is, how much higher above 6% will the 30-year go? Will we see 7%? Let me know what you think. Will we see the 30-year mortgage rate hit 7 or go above 7%? Love to know your thoughts on that. I believe it's very, very possible, and we could see that happen this year, but I do believe that we're going to see it go above 6. I think we're about 6.25 in June. It pulled way back until recently, and now we're sitting at 5.77%, which means it's going to be much harder to sell these homes like these. Remember, you've got to have perfect credit, 20% down, to get that 5.77%. How many people are going to come in with perfect credit, put 20% down on a $700,000 or $800,000 house at 5.77%? Most people are going to be paying above 6% right now because they don't have perfect credit, they don't have 20% down, so they're going to be paying much, much more. But it's quiet today. I know it is Saturday, but you would think they would have crews out here getting this stuff done right now, because there is a housing storm approaching, and it is about to get extremely ugly for the sellers, for the home builders, for the lenders, the mortgage brokers. This industry employs a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, and when it goes, it's going to take a lot of jobs with it. Just coming up the block here, more homes under construction. Talked to a realtor yesterday, and she said she could not believe how cheaply they're building houses. Now, I'm not saying that about this builder, but they are putting these homes up fast. Here's some more. These are the foundations right here. These will be next. They already have addresses. Look at all those homes going up. Probably another 15 homes going up right there. Got these going up. And you have to ask yourself, what's going to happen to the home builders? Toll Brothers, year to date, their stock is down 23%. Polte's down 24.5%. KB Homes down 29%. Lennar's down 25%. D.R. Horton down 30%. And it's going to get worse. The home builders are going to get themselves into big, big trouble. And of course, they're going to demand a bailout. But I don't know if they're going to get one this time. Things seem a little bit different this time. They really do. I don't know if we're going to see homeowner or the home builders get bailed out. We don't know how bad this is going to get, but I think it's going to be much worse than 2008. A lot of people compare this market to 2008. I think it's much, much worse than that. There is just so much debt out there, so many homes being built right now, so many people losing jobs, and mortgage rates skyrocketing, inflation skyrocketing. This is a perfect storm to see quite possibly the worst housing crisis, collapse, crash, call it whatever you want, that anybody's ever seen. I think we are setting it up to be the worst crash we have ever seen. Where are the buyers going to come from? Where are the buyers going to come from to buy up all of these homes? And now people being ordered to return back to work. You know, if you bought a house 2 hours away from work and your office says, hey, we need you back here now, you're probably going to have to sell your house. It's unbelievable what's going on and how many homes are under construction right now. It is no doubt a perfect storm. More property right here that's going to be graded, and you'll see foundations here probably in the next 30 days. Looks like they're already starting. It just goes on and on and on. I was reading an article on the hedge this morning, and in this article it said there are more non-bank lenders in the mortgage industry, and most are poorly capitalized. As mortgage applications tank, these lenders are going to be in very, very big trouble. 2/3 of the top 20 lenders are non-bank lenders. They're private lenders, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to get themselves into big trouble. So these mortgage brokers, the lenders, the real estate agents, the builders, the construction workers, the graders, the asphalt companies, the landscapers, the pool builders, the roofers, the tile layers, the bricklayers, you name it, the truck drivers, everybody is connected to real estate. And it goes on and on. That's just to mention a few of the jobs in real estate. You've got architects, plumbers, electricians, you name it, tool companies. We're going to see a lot of people get laid off and a lot of jobs disappear. We talked about the other day, an article that came out in CNBC and all over the news, that home sales plunged 6% in July from June. And what is even more alarming is home sales are down 20% this month compared to the same month last year, 2021. 20%. That is an astonishing number, and it's something that we all need to be paying attention to, and what's happening in the housing market. Do you personally believe that this is the right time to be buying a house? I would say absolutely 100% no way. More homes going up right here. Everybody out working today, but these crews are really thin. It's like a skeleton crew. You would think, even though it's a Saturday, you would think they would have crews out here pounding nails and getting these houses finished. Not the case. And I drive by a lot of these developments during the week, and I see very, very few construction workers pounding nails on these sites. It's alarming. So where is everybody? Why are they not expediting the finish of these homes, getting them done? I don't know. Maybe they can't get the material. Maybe they can't get the appliances. I don't know. But it is kind of interesting to see such a lack of manpower on these sites, even on a Saturday. You think these builders would have a lot of guys out here getting these things done. Let me know if you're seeing the same type of construction activity in your areas. Are they still building a lot of homes? They're still building a lot of homes in my area. And the question is going to be, are they going to be able to sell them? Do they have the buyers? Do they have the qualified buyers now to buy these homes, these overvalued price homes? That's going to be the magic question. And, you know, if you ordered one of these homes, you put a deposit down, say you don't qualify for the loan 90 days later, but you ordered upgraded appliances, I was told that you have to pay 50% of the appliance cost, of the upgrade cost. So if you want the upgraded tile, the upgraded doors, the upgraded stove, refrigerator, sinks, faucets, you got to put 50% down. That's non-refundable. That would be difficult if you do not qualify for that loan 90 days later, and you have a non-refundable check for your upgrades. People are going to eat it. Wolfstreet.com, California housing market pukes as sales collapse. This was interesting. Single-family home sales in California are down 14% in July compared to June. Sales volume in Orange County collapsed 39% year over year. Prices are no doubt going to follow volume, ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt. We're down 31% for the state compared to a year ago. And we're down 13 months in a row, year over year, right here in California. So again, these are indicators of what is happening right now. And many buyers in the market are waking up and deciding, hey, maybe we better sit back for a little while. Let's sit back 6 or 12 months and see what happens. I think if you can afford, if you have the ability to sit 6, 12, 18 months, you're going to be glad you did. Look at the homes that are going up. And I don't have all day to walk around. It's 110 degrees out, but I wanted to take a few minutes out of the day driving by this to just film it for you. Look at all these foundations right here. Ready to go. More homes on the way. Across the street, you got more ready to go. And it's just blocks and blocks of homes going up. So as I walked the construction site this afternoon, I wanted to share an article from CNBC that I was reading this morning. It's titled, "Despite Recession Fears and Fueled by Revenge Spending, Americans Spend $314 a month on impulse purchases." Think about that. People still have not learned their lesson. People still are fighting this economy, and they're going to continue to spend themselves deeper and deeper into debt. And I read an article like this, and it's just such an example of impulse and people's control and how weak people are mentally, that they cannot even stop spending on the dumbest stuff, things they don't even need, and they're spending it with money they don't have. As the cost of living surges and more Americans are stretched too thin, people continue to dip into their cash savings, and nearly half are falling deeper into debt, according to the article. Nearly half of shoppers said they would not have made the same purchases if they didn't have the option to finance. And that's credit cards, ladies and gentlemen. If people didn't have credit cards, they would not be doing this. Think about how much less spending there would be and responsibility there would be right now if people didn't have credit cards. You know, I'm not saying don't have a credit card. You need them if you need to rent a car, you got to get a hotel, you're traveling. I understand that. But we're talking now on average, people, having 8, 10, 12, 15 credit cards. And it's a way of life now. It's how people live. If you don't really need them, and I don't think you need 8 or 12 or 15 credit cards. Maybe you keep 1 or 2 cards for emergency, for traveling. The rest, probably a good idea to slice them up and throw them away, because these things are financial poison. Most people are impulsive. Most people are so emotional when it comes to spending. Most people have no responsibility with their spending habits. And so a credit card is so dangerous for most people, unless you're using it, again, for an emergency or for travel. You probably don't need it, and it's probably going to be something that gets you into trouble. So my advice would be get rid of the credit cards. Again, just keep 1 or 2. Very, very dangerous. because people are so impulsive and they've gotten themselves into debt and they're going to get themselves deeper into debt. And when you look at houses like this, how many people are going to buy houses in real estate on impulse? Like, oh, the fear of missing out, I got to have it. If we don't do it now, we're never going to be able to do it. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh, it's new, it's shiny, it's bigger, it's got more bedrooms. I can impress my family. I can impress my friends. I can impress people I don't know. Look at our house, look at our house. People measure their wealth by their zip code, by their house. I think we need to start measuring wealth by how much debt we're holding. I think if you live in a tiny house, you live in an apartment, you have zero debt, you're the wealthy person, not a person that owns an $800,000 house, but they have 30 years of mortgage payments. They have a lease payment on their car. They owe $25,000 on student loan debt, $10,000 on credit cards. Is that really wealthy? Or is the person living in the two-bedroom apartment with zero debt and a paid-for car, is that wealthy? That's who I think is wealthy. That's who I think is not impulsive. I think that's the person that is living their life a lot smarter than the person who's trying to impress. So be careful with how you're spending your money and where you're spending your money. Now, some of these homes, and you're going to be paying over $600,000-$700,000. I'm gonna have to look up the prices in this development, but I guarantee you with upgrades, you're well over $650,000. You are about 25, 30 feet right here to a pretty busy road right behind me. I'm gonna jump up here. And look at all the houses across the street. But this is how close you are for, let's just ballpark it around $700,000. You're on a 4-lane road, 2 on that side, 2 on this side. And look at the homes going up across the street. Look at all that. And this road's going to get much busier, especially when the season starts. It's going to get much, much busier. So I'm going to wrap it up right here. It's 110 degrees, 50% humidity. We've got storms coming in from over the mountain here, it looks like. But I wanted to take a few minutes and just share this with all of you. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Would you pay $750,000 for a house here? Let me know. And where do you think the economy is going? Where do you think construction and real estate's going? You're a very knowledgeable group. The comments down below are just a wealth of information and knowledge, so please keep it coming. But what do you think about all this? And where do you think the economy is going? I want to finish with one last article coming from The Hedge that I was also reading this morning. And it talked about the amount of tent cities that continue to pop up all across America, not just California, but across America. More people living in tents, more people going homeless, more people being foreclosed, more people being evicted from their rental properties, their apartments. And people who thought they would never be in this situation or this predicament are now in it. People who used to judge people who were homeless are now forced with the realization that they're homeless. And I don't wish that upon anybody, but it is a fact of life now that while we're getting ready to send another $800 million over to Eastern Europe, people are now being forced to live in tents right here in the US. As you know, $700,000-$800,000 homes are being built all over the place. So I don't think it's going to end well. I think that we are in a very dangerous economic time, and I think people better be very, very careful. Stop the speculation, stop all the impulse buying. This is the time to get small, get versatile, get a skill set, be very, very defensive, stop gambling, and see how this all settles and sorts out. This is a very volatile time in this economy and in these markets. And if you think things are gonna just recover in the economy, which they're just getting worse, don't think it's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen, because at the end of the day, when people are losing jobs, when their wages aren't keeping up with inflation, when they're not getting enough hours, when there are not enough real jobs out there, people cannot buy houses. People cannot afford to rent. This is what's going to collapse the US economy. This is what brings down the house of cards on quicksand. They can't control this. Either we have people that can buy these homes or we don't. And these builders are continuing to get in big trouble. Homeowners are going to continue to get themselves in big trouble when the artificial equity evaporates. You know, I call it artificial because we had this big boom in housing. You had the Fed buying mortgage-backed securities, propping up the markets. You had 3% or sub 3% mortgage rates, propping it all up. You had all this easy money, all this easy crypto money, all the stimulus, all the benefit money, all the triple P money, and it helped to make this housing bubble become even bigger than it already was. And now the air is coming out, but it isn't going to just come out slowly. It is going to burst, it is going to pop, explode, and it is going to have a large amount of fragmentation all over the US economy. A lot of jobs connected in housing, more jobs connected in housing than any other industry on planet Earth. And when this goes, it's taking everything with it.